the sources that I looked at were government sources. They were saying 23.4. 23.4 off of center. If you have a 90-degree angle, 90 subtract 23.4, 66.6. It's probably all just a coincidence. Maybe it is. This other guy who believes in the globe, I know I'm crazy. I told you, don't believe me. Remember the slide with the tinfoil hat? Or let's just say things that make you go, This other guy who believes in the globe, it created this graphic, and I saw it on his website, godtype.com, and he was saying all of these distances in nautical miles from various points of on Antarctica to the Jerusalem, to the Vatican obelisk, to Washington, are 6,660 nautical miles. I'm like, okay, whatever. Godtype.com. It's up in the top corner there. He believes in the globe, and the tap dance he does around this to say that, that's whatever. I'm like, okay, dude, yeah, sure. The number of the beast is 666. So, most of us, the understanding we have of our globe comes from this organization right here, or organizations affiliated with them, or organizations that promote their work. Like the picture you've seen in every one of your textbooks from Apollo 17. Should we trust this organization? I didn't put all the slides in here that I wanted to. I had to cut it down for time. But just look into Jack Parsons, JPL. He's the founder of Jet Propulsion Laboratory. That dude was a hardcore Satanist occultist. He was the disciple of Aleister Crowley. You guys know who he is? Who fashioned himself as the beast. He referred to himself as the beast. And Parsons was his disciple next to, who's the heir apparent. And he gets out there in the area that became known as Area 51. He's working together with L. Ron Hubbard, another freak that creates a cult called Scientology. They're out there doing ceremonial sex magic rituals out there to try to bring about the spirit of Babylon. That's what leads into NASA. And then when you get to the formation of NASA, you got more than 1,600 Nazis escaped the judgment that they deserved and found refuge in America. A group of 104 German rocket scientists, including Werner von Braun, Ludwig Roth, Arthur Rudolph, are pictured here at Fort Bliss, Texas in 1946. Many had worked to develop the V-2 rocket at Peenemünde, Germany, and came to the United States after World War II, subsequently working on various rockets, including the Explorer 1 space rocket and, of course, the Saturn V rocket at NASA. These are the people who founded NASA, and then they put Freemasons in charge of the whole thing. You look at the heads of NASA that were like 32nd, 33-degree Masons, and then why is it that all of our astronauts have to be Freemasons or associated with Freemasons or have parents that were Freemasons or be in the military? That's the foundation of the organization that so many are putting so much trust in. What does the scripture say about the commandments, right? First one, thou shalt have no other gods before me. So what do? All of their missions are named after gods. Mercury, right? You got Gemini, follow that. The Gemini missions. And then, of course, we have Apollo. It's interesting that only 6 missions allegedly made it to the moon with 2 men walking on the moon. 6 times 2 is 12. So we have the 12 apostles of Apollo are the ones spreading the message that here's a picture of Earth from the moon. When you look into Apollo, specifically those that claim to land on the moon, I could spend an entire weekend going through that stuff. But there are a lot of resources that you can look into, one of them being aulis.com, AULIS. These are PhD level people going through the footage, looking at the pictures, looking at stuff, and just shredding the Apollo missions. I was invited to speak in Amsterdam several months back, almost a year ago now, I think. I can't remember when it was exactly.